Hello and welcome to the WDCS Foods program here at Walkerton District Community School. My name is Mrs. Bujold, and along with Mrs. Ostreicher, we are the two foods teachers that teach all of the foods courses at this school. I've been asked to provide a little bit of information about the grade 10 open level foods class for incoming grade 8 students that they can choose as a possible elective, and what you might be able to expect when you choose grade 10 foods as an elective. So I'm going to show you our classroom. This is our classroom. This is the cooking side of the classroom. We have 4 fully operational cooking stations in our class. Very large workstations. There's a lot of space. It's very bright. Everything's put away and very clean. On this side of the classroom is the curriculum side. Students sit down, have their desks. We have the whiteboard, the smartboard. And this is where we learn the curriculum requirements and expectations for each of the grade classes. So here at WD, we do have a very thriving foods program. There's classes in the grade 10, 11, and 12 grades, as well and they're offered at every learning level. So there is a class that students can take at any point in time throughout their high school career. But our classes, I've been asked to talk about the grade 10 class, so I'm going to speak to that. It's an open level class, and currently we have 4 full classes running this semester. So as an incoming grade 9 student, feel free to take foods as an elective in the grade 10 year. There's always a lot of grade 9 students in the course, so you would not be alone. In the grade 10 open level class, the curriculum focuses on food and nutrition. So when we're on the classroom side, we study food, items such as the Canada Food Guide, nutritional requirements for making healthy choices, for example, the difference between micro and macronutrients. We learn how to read nutrition labels properly, making healthy foods choices out and about when you're at the mall or whatever. Not that we're at the mall right now, but when you're out and about. And for example, we also do research topics on local and global food production, food supply chains, food security, food scarcity, food banks, local food banks, items such as that are very relevant and current within the food curriculum at the time. In terms of the kitchen side, the practical side, we do focus on learning the basic skills of cooking and baking. The grade 10 class becomes very proficient at baking muffins and cookies and breads and loaves and cakes, as they do supply a lot of the breakfast bin items that go out on a daily basis for our secondary breakfast program. So they've become very good at that. In terms of cooking, focus on familiar meals, comfort meals, family style meals that students can take home and prepare for their families once they become familiar and get better at their skill levels. So there's a lot of casseroles, soups, sauces, one pot meals, items such as those. And we focus on learning all the essential terminology and skills that students need to be successful and to be safe within our student kitchen as well as at home. So for example, they learn the difference between a roux and a slurry and when to use which one and how to use it. They learn basic knife skills so that they're safe using the chef's knives here at the school. We learn a lot about basic numeracy and literacy for kitchen learning, reading a recipe successfully, following a recipe successfully, and hopefully executing the recipe successfully. We also learn how to double and half recipes, how to make substitutions at home when we don't, say, for example, have buttermilk. What can we use? How can we fix that in order to make a recipe? Basically, the goal is to get students comfortable and familiar enough in the kitchen that they can go home and replicate and recreate some of the recipes that we're cooking in class. Here at WD, we do prioritize the kitchen side classroom quite a bit. On average, we're in the kitchen cooking 4 days a week, which means students are eating quite a bit. They always get to eat what they create. And that's the fun, that's the perk of being in foods class. There's always food around. So it's an excellent ratio number of being in the kitchen versus being in the classroom. I do hope that your students do consider taking food as an elective, it is very popular, and we do try to create a very fun environment, learning environment, and engaging environment in which students can learn some practical life skills and establish a love of cooking that they take with them in their later lives. Okay, thanks a lot for your time. Bye-bye.